I've got 4 coins here, 4 coins and 2 genuinely empty hands, 4 coins, 2 empty hands, and a deck of cards, but I'm only going to use, well, you're probably used to seeing 4 cards being used. That way, the magician can cover all the sneaky things happening. But I wanted to give myself a little bit of a challenge, so I'm actually going to get rid of 2 of the cards. I do still get to use 2, but you see the challenge here. I can only ever cover up to 2 coins at a time, no matter where I choose to put the cards. Now, I could cover less than 2, if that makes sense. So I could cover 2 in this example, but I could also just cover 1 if I put it over here. But if I want to cover as much as I can, I only get up to 2. Does that make sense? So here's how the experiment works. I'm going to take a coin and place it inside my right pocket here, just right there. Snap my fingers, and a coin ends up under the card. That's what the card still covers, is the magic moment that it appears underneath. But I'll do it again. Empty hand, take the coin, place it inside my right hand pocket, snap the fingers, and somehow it ends up underneath. Now, you really know what to look for now, so I'll let you see this moment. We'll get to that last coin, but actually, I already have, and it's already sitting under the card. Welcome to the video. If you enjoy learning magic tricks and engaging in discussions of magic, be sure to subscribe as I post about twice per week. Some of the tools I use in my videos, I have or have had a affiliate link for. I earn a commission if you purchase that through my link, and all my relevant connections will be posted at that link. Check out my merch store and my exclusive membership if you want to dive even deeper. But for now, let's get into the video. Welcome to this really cool version of a coin and card matrix, and this trick, along with all the other tricks this month, is going to come from the Gene Hugard coin magic book. For starters, you're going to display the 4 coins, and you're going to have a deck of cards, and you can explain how a magician would maybe usually cover all 4 coins with all 4 cards, but you're going to make it harder on yourself, and you're going to only use 2. You can, of course, just come out with the 2, but I think that is already an interesting hook if you want to present it that way. Now, this trick, like a lot of coin matrices, it helps to have like a soft surface underneath. And actually, the way Hugard taught it was with a handkerchief or a napkin, something like that. It just helps when you are dropping a coin down for it to not be heard. He also actually uses the handkerchief in his choreography, but I've kind of streamlined that for this version. So your secret move is going to come in when you go over these cards. So you kind of can cover these 2, and you're explaining how you can only cover 2 at a time, cover these 2, and then at some point you're going to cross these over when you are explaining how you can only cover 2. You're going to cross over and say, I can only cover 2 at a time. And then as you're doing that, you're going to come over here and you're just going to pick this up with your thumb. It's very easy to do. Just pick it up with your thumb. Okay, so under cover, you're picking it up with your thumb, but you're keeping your hand here on the front. And then you're gonna have to bring this card over and bring this card over with the coin. And so presentationally, I had an idea of what you could say, which is, now I could cover just 1 coin at a time if I just put both cards down, but I'm gonna cover 2 at a time, and we'll see what we can do. So that allows you some reason for the different choreography. It's a quick moment as well, so it's something that you can do swiftly as well if you'd like. One thing to note, whenever you're putting coins down, it can accidentally clink against the other coin if you're not careful. So it's helpful to put it down where you know it won't clink against it, and then if that coin is showing, you can just hide it underneath or rotate this card depending on where the coins end up. So you obviously want to avoid letting people know that there's an extra coin there. And one thing to note, even pushing this in can create a clink noise, so you just want to be extra careful. So you've placed your cards down, and now here's the moment where Hugard was doing some play with like hiding the coin under the handkerchief. It shows up here, and that's kind of the sequence. To make it easier, we can just do what we do in other coin tricks and like cup and ball tricks, which is to just pretend to put it in your pocket. So you come over and you're going to put it in your pocket, and you can use either just a straight up finger palm or something a little bit more technical if you'd like. So just a straight up finger palm, you show it in your fingers, and as you come to place it in, you can stick your thumb on it as you pretend to put it in, and then you can go back into a finger palm like this, and you kind of have a Ramsey subtlety. so that then when you pick up this card, you can go straight under it with finger palm, pinch it here, and go back down. Okay, that'll be the loading sequence. So with just a finger palm, you say, I'm going to place this coin in my pocket. You go to put it in your pocket like this, but you just don't get rid of it. Get back into finger palm, and you're going to do your reveal here, which brings heat off of how this hand is being held. Hey, real quick, if you're enjoying this video, I wanted to tell you about the exclusive videos that I'm putting on my membership this month. At the base tier, that's the supporter tier, I'm going to be telling you about 3 classic Magic books that I think you should have in your library. Just going to talk a little bit about each of them as well as where you can get them. And at the upper tier, this is my insider level of the membership, we're going to be teaching tricks with coin shells. This is a classic special tool for coin magic, and I'm going to be teaching from this month's resource, Hugard's Coin Magic, covering 2 different types of sort of magic moments you can very easily create with this prop. But in our discussion, I also kind of jazzed together a little bit of a freestyle of like a 3-phase routine you can do building off the principle shared in this book. And so all that's put together in a video that I've added to the bonus tricks library, which, like I said, you have access to if you're an insider member. So check those out if you're interested. But for now, let's get back into the video. As you show the first reveal, they'll look at it, and that gives you the moment to get into this position. You can go from here. The slightly more technical way is basically all the same, but we're going to do a classic palm, which you do by going into your palm with those 2 fingers from here. You go into your palm with the coin. You're almost in sort of a Spider-Man position here, and you're going to squeeze it like this. Now, classic palm can be a knacky position to get into, so that's just something to practice, is can you get a coin into this position? It's going to take some muscle development, some muscle memory, but eventually you'll be able to get comfortable, and you can kind of have this position here. Now, classic palm on its own doesn't really look good unless it's in context with maybe holding an object, right? And so in this case, we're able to show the coin, come over into classic palm, stick our hand down in our pocket, and then we're able to pinch our pocket and show that you've placed it in your pocket. Then you can drop it back down into finger palm when you reveal here and you come over. So just an option for you. It can make it look a little more natural if you'd like. Regardless, you are now in a flow, this kind of one ahead flow where you're able to load a coin here, do the same thing again. So you're going to do the same thing twice, where you take the coin, you put it in your pocket, you snap, do a reveal, go back to finger palm, load the last coin, and now you're here. So because you've done this whole one ahead sequence, you're able to make this kind of a nice final surprise, which is to just immediately show that it's gone. It's kind of a quick, like, oh, you didn't even put it in your pocket this time. You can even say, like, to do the last one, actually it's already there. And that just provides a nice little surprise. So let's run back through that real quickly. Remember to have a soft surface. Presentationally, you can have a full deck and then explain how, you could use 4 cards, but we're just going to use 2. You're going to move through covering each of these, cross your hands, come over here as you're pinching under with this hand, and you can presentationally explain that you could only cover 1 if you'd like to use that presentation, and then you're going to cross over. So regardless of what you say, make sure you come over, cross over, make sure not to clink these together as you put it down. You get into position, and then you go into the sequence, and you're going to do the same thing 2 times. Place in the pocket, reveal, finger palm, pinch, place down, same thing, in the pocket, classic palm if you'd like, snap, point attention here, reveal, finger palm, pinch. It's totally okay if you need to adjust these coins, by the way, place it down, get everything in position. And at this point, clinking is okay because there are multiple coins to their knowledge. And then you can do that surprise final dust away. You can really make that like, whoa, all the coins have gone there. So there you go, straight and simple. It's a cool presentation of the coin matrix because it's only using 2 cards instead of 4. It's completely impromptu, no extra coins, and we have Jean Hugard's Coin Magic to thank for that one. So if you want more coin magic this month, That's what we're covering from that book. Let me know in the comments what you would do with a coin if you could do real magic, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. If you want more, you can check out the membership for some exclusive content. Pick up some merch from the Magic merch store. I also have a journal for magicians. You can check out all those links below. And if you want more free content, check out the video that YouTube is recommending to you right now. But until next time, keep enjoying your magic, stay a hobbyist at heart, and I will see you guys in the next video.